Betrayed by a brother I trusted. My name is Destiny. This is the story of how someone I called my brother betrayed me. We met as kids and grew up together. For over 14 years, I trusted him like family. His name was IK. One day, he told me to come stay with him so he could teach me a skill, something that could change my life. I believed him. I was broke, struggling, and hungry for a better future. At first, everything seemed fine, but then I noticed something strange. Whenever he had business calls with clients, he would lock the door. It didn't sit right with me. One day, while he was out, I spoke to another guy learning with us. We both felt the same. Something wasn't right. Unfortunately, he overheard us. That day, everything changed. He insulted us, shouted at us, and from that moment, he was no longer the same person. Still, I stayed, because I believed in the dream. During Christmas, my family was happy to see me. My dad even gifted me a car, a Toyota Solara convertible. I was excited, but I couldn't drive yet, so IK drove it home for me. The next day, he told me to return the car. No explanation, no reason, just like that. I obeyed, because I thought I needed him to succeed. Then came the money. A client paid for my work, about $1,000, but IK handled the deal. First, he said it was only $700. Then he said the payment was pending. Days turned into weeks, no money. But suddenly, he bought himself a Lexus Jeep. I was confused, but I still stayed loyal. Things got worse. He stopped coming home. I had no money, no food, and no network. I survived on bread and butter. I lost opportunities because I couldn't even get signal. I called him for help. He ignored me or made excuses. One day, he invited me to a hotel. I went, thinking things would change. But he left me there and never came back. With my last 100 Naira, I found my way home. That was the level my life had dropped to. The insults didn't stop. He embarrassed me in front of his friends, talked down on me, made me feel worthless. But I endured it, because I still believed I would learn something. Then came the day that changed everything. He told me he had a surprise for me, a full school scholarship. I was happy, grateful, excited. That night, he drove me out. We arrived at a strange place. There were many people. Something felt wrong. I called his phone. He didn't answer. That's when I knew I had been set up. They forced us into the bush, beat us for hours, from 10 p.m. till morning. They cut my hair. I cried, I begged, but no one listened. That night, I was forced into a cult, a group called I. The next morning, he came back, smiling, and said, "You're a strong man now." That moment, something inside me broke. I left his house quietly 2 days later, went straight to my parents, and told them everything. My father took action immediately. That was the only reason I was freed. My name was cleared, and my life was saved. Since that day, we were never the same. But still, I tried to be human. When his father died, I visited him, even after everything. One day, after hanging out, I left his drink and cigarette with his girlfriend for safekeeping. Later, he called me and insulted me again for doing something normal. That's when it became clear. It was never about what I did. It was about who he is. I learned something the hard way. Not everyone you grow up with is meant to grow with you. Some people come into your life to teach you a lesson, not to stay. Today, I choose peace, I choose growth, and I choose myself. Because I would rather be a king in my own life than a slave in someone else's.